To the Unbroken Experience with Cindy B on Power 108.9. It's an anniversary show for 4 years. I've been in the game, y'all. In season 5, we're going to talk about what that anniversary celebration looks like. I know you all are used to my celebration being now, today. Anniversary is officially Valentine's Day, but we was all turning up and stuff. So we are celebrating today. I can't wait to share with you who's visiting me, some of the OGs who held my hand through these 4 years. I'm so thankful for them. And you know I have that 7:30 crazy for you at the 7:30 hour and that what would Sensei at the top of the 8 o'clock hour. So make sure you share, and stay tuned in. We're going to call this the cut up. We cutting up today on the Unbroken Experience with Cindy B on Power 108.9. And we'll be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Cindy B on Power 108.9. It's time for that Sins Corner when I bring you into my corner and we talk a little bit. And today I have to bring in some of the OGs to the Unbroken Experience with Cindy B on Power 108.9. I'm going to start with my girl because it's throwback. It's real throwback. Probably about 13 years that we've been friends. And she really kind of introduced me to this game before this was a thing. She was thanging it. Miss Ann Boo, say hey to the
What's up,
people.
everybody? Views, views. You know I'm here in the building. Gotta represent my
Bam.
girl Cindy. You
Bam.
know how we do.
Okay, I'm for real. And then I have to bring in my dear sis, who she gonna tell it like it is, honey. I think everyone does, but you'd be surprised. You'd look at her and you'd be like, hee hee hee. But but she's gonna tell it like it is. My sis, my girl, who was also one of my guest co-hosts for a period of time, Miss Lydia. Say hey to the people.
Hey everyone! I don't know where to look
You acting shy for a moment,
for a little bit.
just for a little
That's how
bit.
my wine gets.
You know it. She don't drink, y'all. We're not even gonna let her fool y'all today. And my brother, if you all know us, we have a we have a story. We probably might just get to it tonight for a little brief bit. Your favorite unk, the Royce Morgan. Say hey to the people.
Unbroken Experience fam, good
Bam.
evening. I am so glad to be here with you.
You know, How many times it's been? It's been
It's been
this
time after time.
time after time. But all of you have been on here quite a bit. We have two more that are coming in. They late. They late. I don't know what they was thinking with Atlanta traffic. But I'm so glad to have you all back. What have you all been up to? And I'm start with you.
You know, I have been busy. My daughter decided she wanted to start school, so that's why I had to
That's
put,
new.
yeah, I had to put coming here to the show on pause. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, her needs come first.
Wow, that's new. If they follow Vu's views, that's new for her.
Yeah, because we
right?
live a very untraditional life, but she said she wanted to try, traditional schooling. So I'm not going to block her from trying something
And
she
you never,
wants to try.
because you never did that. You never blocked her anyway.
Never.
So
Yeah,
we're not
I've
gonna
always
start now.
supported her. Yeah, I'll support her where she
And
wants.
Miss Lydia.
Hey, so it's been a minute since I've been away. I've opened a juice bar. My daughter has been in a movie, so a lot of great things going on.
We're gonna talk about that movie because
Absolutely.
she's popping
Yes.
out here in these movie streets, and I
is.
love that.
Thank
My little
you.
Ming Ming, and she's been on the show before.
Yeah, she has been. Yep.
Killed it.
Yes.
All right, and Royce, what you been up to?
Oh, yes, it's been an intense year of just really finding happy again and really having doors open. I said, getting to host events and have other things and opportunities that are opening up for me that I can't speak on yet, but I cannot wait to speak on. I'm excited about. And just really, I feel like I'm in my element. It's wonderful.
I love it. And that skin is popping, though. Let's let the people know. All right. So, look, we're going to take a quick break because we have two more of my faves. Your favorite co host, of course, Mr. G. Cool, is going to be in the building when we come back from the break. And the original guest co host is in the building, Miss Jahira. So, we're going to take a break and we're going to come back and let them say hey to the people as well. So make sure you stay tuned in and share. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9, and we'll be right back. Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. The late ones are here. No, just kidding. All right. Of course, first let me just bring back in your favorite co-host, Mr. G. Cole. You've been absent.
Yes, I have.
But you've been doing your dad thing. You've been
What's
doing your
happening?
dad thing, basketball thing. So
Yes,
please
yes.
tell us, because you're here, so the season must be over.
The season ended this past Thursday.
Okay.
We didn't make it.
But it
to
was
the
a good
state playoffs.
run. It was a good run.
Yeah, we had a good run. We had a lot of ups and downs. We bounced through a lot. But my son emerged.
Yes, your son is killing it.
Yeah. He 30 days of basketball, he really turned the tide. He's about to be a household name.
Oh my gosh. I'm just so excited, so proud of both of you.
He's so big.
He
He's
just-
still my baby to me. You know what I'm
I guess, because you can't call that man a baby. He a whole man. We're saying, is it Bad Boy 2? You look like a grown man.
Yeah,
You know?
definitely.
You look 32.
6'9". His brother turned 13 yesterday.
Jeez. Oh, happy
Feeling the
birthday.
dad vibes today, man.
Yeah, you know, with the bald head, you know, he was
He's
trying.
shining.
He's shining.
Is that shine or sweat?
Look, he ain't new to this, you know. This is what he do.
Something new for the new year.
Right. And I have to bring in, she's not just my dear friend, but when I called on her because I was afraid to do the show by myself initially, not only did she tell me no, she told me no at first. But she ended up coming and then also told me, but you got this on your own. Like, you can do this on your own. Has always been in my corner, has always supported not just me, but those in her circle. My girl, Miss Jahira. Say hey to the people.
What up, people? Hey, what's
Hey,
up? I'm so
boo.
happy to be back.
Oh
and
my
yes,
gosh.
I said no because I knew that she could do this all by herself.
Thank
She could do
you.
this on her own. But she was always like, no, I need someone.
The interaction, you know, and I still have it, but I've definitely, held it down on my own. But I like that interaction. But the fact that you were like, but you got this.
Yep.
I appreciate you. And we had fun times.
Yes.
And you've been in the game just for a while, just doing your thing in the entertainment world, dibbling, dabbling here and there, know everybody under the sun.
Just a few folks.
Just a little bit of here and there. So what's new with Jahira?
So I've actually gotten, I'm still in the entertainment world, basically, but majority of my time has been in property management.
Yes.
I've gotten into the whole real estate world and
Yes.
just managing properties.
Yes.
Um,
Ann knows about
however-
that.
Yeah. However, as far as entertainment goes, I am booking the Black
Yes.
Platinum R&B artist.
Bam, shout out.
Yep. Like platinum. Let me get
Okay.
Yes, get it right.
All right.
I do book for them. We have a couple shows coming up, but one big one is in the end of May, Memorial Weekend. That's going to be in LA.
Okay.
In addition to that, of course, as you mentioned, I support my friends and my
Yes.
peoples. One of my good friends has a group coming out named Shakespeare.
Wow.
Soul, R&B, eclectic, fly, just
Ooh.
different. So I've been helping with promoting that. And just, I'm the behind the scenes person.
Yeah.
So I enjoy that a lot.
Well, I'm glad to have you here. I'm glad to have all of y'all here. Okay, so Lyd has a birthday coming up. So I'm going to round up to the nearest 40 because all of us are over 40 in here, right? And y'all
Yeah.
I don't know what you're talking
so,
about.
So I was gonna say that. So I'm 20. I'm 24. I'll be 25.
Oh, okay. Except for Lyd.
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
Everyone except for Lyd. But
Yes.
everybody looks so amazing.
Yeah.
Like legit. I'm
Yep.
looking at each and every one of you all. You all look amazing. But
Yes,
thank you.
Yes. Hello,
Thank
Miss
you.
Snatched Waist and everything, booty popping. Okay.
Thank you. But guess
Sade
what?
vibes.
My inner Sade. But tonight, I'm going to need y'all to have some drinks, whatever you need to do, because it's the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B, the Cut Up Show. Okay? It's an anniversary.
So
It is-
you're saying I have permission to be me?
You know you gonna be you first of all. Everyone, actually, everyone in this room is always. They don't give a damn what I say. Okay, but yes, we are this. Y'all know this not interview style. We are just talking, but we're gonna talk relationships and business.
Yep.
You know, like how is this showing up in our relationships, in our business, and all of that intertwining, and. I can't wait to hear y'all input on 7:30 Crazy. And of course, what was Sin say? Y'all
Right.
ready for all of that?
Ready.
All of
All
it.
right.
Bring it, girl. Bring it.
Yes.
But listen, don't hold back, y'all. Let the people,
Okay.
this kitchen table talk.
Come on.
Don't be
Okay.
kicking
This
me
is why
under
you
the
brought us
table
here.
when I'm talking.
Exactly why I brought each and every one of y'all here. All right, y'all, we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time for that 7:30 Crazy. Make sure you stay tuned in and share, share, share. You're listening to The Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9, and we'll be right back.
It's something about the way she say her name.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. It's time for that 7:30 crazy when I read a little news article or a little post or something, and we decide whether we think it's 7:30 crazy or nah. This is pretty simple. Sometimes the article comes from Fox News because, believe it or not, Fox News has a lot of crazy news, or it comes from the Shade Room. This one comes from the Shade Room, but I think it's like a repost. And so I'm just going to pose the question: is it 7:30 crazy for you to keep an ex's pictures?
No.
Well, that was swift.
No.
Is it how many? You ain't got no exes, sis.
First of all,
Let's start
Let's
there,
start
sis. Okay, so
been a
Ann,
long
who
time.
may not know Lyd like the rest of everyone else does, she been with Tom. No. Don't put the business out. She always say that, but we know the business. She been with him 11 years.
Okay.
She likes the curve and
love.
oh,
love on
sorry,
that.
loves
Love.
the curve, and she's here for it. So anyway, she ain't got no exes. She got like one,
I did not.
All right.
and she was
Right
like 19.
Okay.
I'm so embarrassed right now. I'm very shy.
Why are you embarrassed?
I'm very shy.
This one.
is why we need
Look
to
at
get
G
you
Cool.
drunk.
Do you believe her? Look at his face. Look at G's face.
No.
Do you believe her? Not at all.
No.
Not-
Very
not-
Wait, I want to hear
I don't
the
believe
reason
you're
why
shy.
you say that.
I don't think that that's crazy. Like, if you keep, well, it depends. Like, if you got to hang it in your house, then that's a little creepy.
Sure.
But if
Oh,
you
yeah.
just have a picture that maybe you have in your phone or email, that was a part of your life in the past. As long as you're not like lusting over it,
Sure.
the person that you're with has to have a high level of emotional intelligence to understand that it's just a picture. Like, it's not like,
So, Sin, are we married or are we just dating?
It could be either one, but serious. So maybe not married, but like seriously, like y'all been together for a little minute, or like it's real serious. Maybe y'all live together. I don't know.
I can say that I don't have any pictures of my exes.
because you get angry probably when you break up. You're like, you know what, I'm deleting. Let me delete, unfollow.
The only picture I probably still have is like my high school sweetheart.
Okay, that's different. You probably got like the pose at the
Yeah,
dance.
Like, yeah.
Like this.
Like he gave me a little necklace.
I still have high school like prom and homecoming pics. Not those like in your adolescent, like your young adult to adult years.
You're talking like anything excluding yearbook pictures.
Anything excluding those kind of
You
pics.
know what? I don't even have pictures.
What about-
pictures weren't out when we were like
Who's
dating.
married? Who's been married?
I've been married.
Okay. I said been married, like married, divorced, and
Okay,
then
okay,
maybe, All right. Do you have any pictures
No,
of your...
I have no desire to hold on to them, even if we ended on good terms.
What about penis
Right.
pictures?
I just feel like I'm moving forward.
She said, do you have penis,
Penis
pictures?
pictures?
I don't keep.
None of
that's
it.
not my thing.
Oh,
Like I want
gotcha.
to see the real thing, so I don't.
Sure.
Hey,
I don't have dick
she
pics.
said the real thing.
The
That's
real
what-
thing.
I want my face in the real thing. You know.
Oh,
Yeah.
she said she want her face in the real thing. Okay, Ann, let me get some.
I want it in my man's. You know.
That kind of thing. All right. G. Especially G.
Oh Lord.
Oh,
Man,
Lord.
I got pictures. Of
Pictures galore.
Yeah.
Okay. It's just
Look, they don't even
pictures-
have to be
pictures
exes.
on pictures. It's not even a far scroll.
Right. It's not. They just phone don't mean nothing to me.
Don't
Like,
be
Yes.
lying.
you
He
know,
I'm with
lying.
G.
Like this,
I'm with
like
him.
this. So what? I was married. Everybody, well, if you don't know, I was married for a very long time. I still got pictures of with the family, and we still might take a picture if we go out together.
Yeah, it's
But that
different.
don't
It's
mean we
different.
together.
No, no, no.
Wait,
not-
what type
no,
of
no,
picture?
No, not that.
Or
Yeah,
even
or the
ex
messing
pictures.
around. Yeah,
Even the ex pictures, or I ain't got no exes.
it's just one. Yeah, no. We're not talking about them, and you don't even post them. You only post one,
Yeah,
like
post
in that
this
way.
on, That's it.
That's it. Yeah.
Well, we got posting too.
Wait, that's what I'm about to say. That's a
Or-
spin.
Oh, no. That was. I did add that, didn't I?
Yes.
Well, I think I was
Definitely
thinking
not-
about it because
not posting
it's
nothing.
on his, both of it. He's on her page and she's on,
It's their
but
family.
it's fresh though. It is
Yeah.
fresh, and they're like really good friends.
Yes.
It seemed fresh.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true.
Oh.
That's
We
true.
still have kids. I
Right.
mean, we're raising them right
But
now.
you're still a family,
16 to
you know.
13,
Even if you get
but
divorced, you're still a family.
That's
Yeah.
different for them. I'll say that that's different for them because they are like very good friends and they're like family. But how that will affect not you but her later might be an issue.
Yeah, good luck.
Okay, all right, Royce.
Well, I would say, well, first of all, it made me think about going through my phone and see do I have any pictures still in there. But I would say, it was a moment in time. Like I said, not that I care to go back and see the pictures, but at the same time,
You
you
was
can kind of
scrolling?
see where,
You was looking.
I said, it was a moment in time and I got past that. So it's like, okay, I remember that right there. So, even though you're not bringing that into the present, but I'm not going back looking at pictures and, videos and a special fault.
Oh,
But-
videos. Videos in a special bowl.
Yes,
Okay.
but I said, but you
know,
may
the
have
hid-
them,
the
you may
hidden
store them
folder.
away, but your hidden folder.
Well, I'll say this.
Yeah.
I did when the Honey Bun and I first got together. Not him, but his mom had a picture up in the house of his ex-fiance.
Oh, we gonna take that down, Mama.
Yeah, she took
Yeah.
that down. She went on and took that down. I was like, "You still holding on to that?" So I experienced that, but I will say, being married before, and my wedding pictures were absolutely stunning. I intentionally got rid of them.
Mm.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that's the right move.
Okay.
It was the right move, but
Yeah.
them pictures was fire.
I mean, you ain't got them nowhere.
Not nowhere.
Your mother?
nowhere.
Did your mom keep one?
I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure. I'm sure.
I can understand that though. That's a different.
So there was no like
circumstance.
smartphones and stuff like that back
Yeah.
then. So
Yeah.
so I would have had something like that.
Yeah.
But because it wasn't
Yeah,
like
probably
that.
somebody
Yeah.
book in somebody's house.
Yeah.
Oh, they definitely in somebody's house.
Yeah,
They
somebody's house.
definitely in somebody's book.
But you know what? Y'all made a good point. I do still look like what I liked at a different time in my life. I
Yeah.
will admit that.
Exactly.
When I look at what I'm like, I thought she was so pretty.
Yeah.
Well, I thought this about her. Well, I thought.
What was I thinking?
Yeah. Not that she was so pretty.
Right.
I thought she was taller than that. You know, it's just different things.
I
There's
think
definitely a lot of physical attributes I look back. to see.
Absolutely.
because I didn't have many exes. When I don't necessarily have, because we lived in a time during those times we didn't have
We didn't have
smartphones,
yeah.
so
Right.
I don't
Pictures,
have
we
I don't
had
have a
Polaroids.
lot. I rely on like people who really walked around with cameras when they
Yeah.
send me like pictures of pictures.
Yeah.
I love getting
Yeah.
those, so I don't really have a lot from back in the day. But when if I think about what they look like, I'm with the exception of maybe one, I was like, all right, you did all right, it's all good, like nobody want to hide. I only want to just deny one person, but
Was
Yeah,
he? Was he
exactly.
bad
You could-
looking?
I wouldn't say he's bad looking, but he's just not my type, and he's
Gotcha.
both physically and internally. So internally
Gotcha.
more. So
Yeah.
I look at him on the outside as not that great.
Absolutely.
But he's not an
Absolutely.
unattractive person.
Because you look back sometimes like, oh, I was gone over you. I had to be.
I wasn't gone, but yeah, but I feel you. I mean, he was still technically an ex, but even if it was short lived. So anyway, so I don't think it's 7:30 crazy unless, like you said, you're lusting
Yes.
over it and like you're in a whole relationship
Yeah.
and you're lusting like, ooh, I mean, I love him, but
Right.
I remember when,
And it depends. Like if you just happen to have a picture, it's different
Yeah.
than reserving a picture.
Oh, absolutely.
So it's a difference.
Absolutely, because especially if we lived, during these days where smartphones is it and everything, it's almost inevitable, I think, unless you're intentionally going through and deleting. But I feel like that's just too much effort.
Tom has
like,
a vault. He has
Yeah.
he has pictures of his exes.
Pictures
underneath
of
our bed.
pictures?
Yes.
Oh, he's
Like-
one of
like-
those though. But he
Yeah.
liked
yeah, right
pictures.
now, no, so I found a photo. I said, "Hey, babe, you
Oh,
got
so-
some? You
so
want to keep
I-
these?" He had cards. Listen, he had cards. He had pictures. I said, "Hey, this something you want to keep? You holding on for a special reason?" He like, "Oh no, babe, you can throw it away." So I said, "Here, throw it away." But then a
He
month
didn't
or two
wanna throw it
later,
away. It was
I
there.
found him again.
So I do know someone, a real good friend of mine back in the day. He had boxes and boxes of pictures,
That's fine.
and I can't imagine, even if he had the love of his life, that he would want to throw those away.
Yeah.
He was like that guy with
Yeah.
pictures and like keeping them. So
But see, like
Yeah.
me, that doesn't bother me. I was just being funny with him. And when
Yeah.
I found him, because he told me to throw him away, and I'm like, he probably just want to keep them just to keep them. So
I don't think, and now if I opened up my husband's wallet and it's up in there, that's
Listen,
one
right.
thing,
Right.
But
Listen.
I don't think I would be bothered if I, was going, cleaning out stuff and
Yeah.
saw some pictures and
Yeah.
you never threw them away.
Yeah.
But if it's like in the place where you
If it's in
frequent,
that wallet,
Right.
okay,
you gonna
where
be a
you
missing
frequent,
person. Yeah.
it's like,
They were like, you
oh,
saw
this
Tom?
what we
No, I ain't
doing?
seen him.
This.
I don't know what happened.
What'd you say?
Crazy. One of this show.
I said if you find it in the wallet, he gonna be a missing person.
That's a fact.
Hello?
You know, well, somebody gonna be missing.
Hello.
And like
Or
like Roy
something
said,
is gonna
keep it
be
in a
missing.
hidden folder because for me things are energetic, and I don't want the picture of your ex in the place where I lay my head.
Yes,
So,
yes.
I mean, and I'm not jealous if you.
Right.
I feel like you have moved on. That's fine. I just don't want her energy and knowing that it's where I'm laying my head in my
Yeah,
house.
That's right.
Absolutely.
That's right.
Cindy, I'm keeping this one.
Oh,
He must have
the
zoomed in
tickle,
on
the tickles.
Michael.
I love it. I love it. All right. So I think it's the consensus that it's not 7:30 crazy
No.
as long as it's in reason.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So that's the consensus. Let me know what you think in the comments. We're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to get into that relationships and business talk with my folks, the OGs. Make sure you stay tuned in and share, share, share. You're listening to The Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. And we'll be right back.
Twin.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. It's the anniversary show. And I know that you all are accustomed to us really turning Atlanta out around this time, but we are fast forwarding and doing that big celebration because this is the season finale, y'all. We moving in to Netflix.
Hey, go time.
Your girl been working, okay? And did everyone see the bomb that I dropped today? The good bomb.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Boom.
I had to
Bam.
repost it.
So the end of the year, November 2023, you guys, we're gonna turn it up, but like in a major way, and it will be at State Farm Arena. Big old deal, okay? So I'm excited about that. Finally was able to share that information.
Yay.
But in the meantime,
State Farm.
thank you. Oh my
That's
goodness.
huge.
Awesome.
So now that that's out, I'm gonna take about a 2-week mental break because to
Right.
even get there was the most. And then I'm gonna get to work. Get to work. But let's talk.
Let's do
All right. So this one right here.
it.
Okay. So G has been with me since this is 2020, 21.
Yep.
Was it 21? January 2021, and he isn't entirely. I want to say different. You still who you are, but different.
Transformation.
Yes.
It's definitely a transformation.
Speak on it.
I don't even know what to say to that. I'm still shocked on the Netflix deal. So,
Oh yeah.
but I will say, I definitely slowed down. I cut the pipeline off some. So I kind of got more into my kids' life. I went back to coaching basketball. Really going back to coaching basketball was the biggest step as far as day-to-day movement. As far as me moving around dating and different stuff, well, I was never dating.
Right.
Let's be clear. I was never dating. Still ain't dating. But as far as my fuckery, I slowed down.
Let's be honest now.
I mean,
Be honest.
y'all know I had a good time. So now it's so crazy. I'm definitely the person because I don't like nobody. I done finally got to.
Okay.
I got text Tuesday night. I was already asleep. 9:59. I looked at my phone. Who the hell? I heard the phone. Who the hell text me? I got to work in the morning.
Right.
Not. If I go over there, I can get done by 1, go to bed, 2 hours, get up, shower, I can be at work.
So I have a question, and then I definitely want your input, all of y'all input, but definitely because when I say the subject, I think you'll have some input. Are you still polyamorous?
Absolutely.
You sure?
Absolutely. I do not want to deal with, no.
Okay.
I have a role. I
All right,
still got a role.
What do you guys think of the polyamorous, being such a conversation, these days that maybe perhaps.
I don't know what that is.
Okay, so break it down.
So poly just
You
means
need the
many
mic.
or multiple. And it just means, to shorten it for you, multiple relationships. A lot of times people think that when they hear polyamory, like I have 2 wives and it's only about me or I'm sleeping with all these people. That's not it. I have multiple relationships with people that are meaningful. Now, how far we go, that's our business. But somebody looking on the outside would say, well, I couldn't have my man, I couldn't have my woman doing this and doing that. Then don't. It's not for you.
Yeah.
For me, I've been single in the game. It'll be 4 years coming up. And I understand that I like my role. I don't want to be number one.
Yeah.
Nothing in me wants to be number one again after being married for so long and in a 20-year relationship. I'm just good.
Yeah.
I found out what I didn't like, what I do like, and what I'm willing to do. And a lot of shit I just don't want to do no more.
Yeah. What you guys think?
I think that's honest. Another thing to consider too is you are in a 20-year relationship, but you are a different version of who you are now.
Right.
So what being number one represented then may be completely different now as a grown man. It may not be that much pressure as it was as a man trying to find
Sure.
himself.
Sure, that's true. I
But,
like the way you said that. Yeah.
But I think that's honest. I think that's honest and true because a lot of people are in that type of relationship and don't even know.
Right.
You right.
Right.
You right.
Dealing with,
Yeah.
He says, hey, listen, I'm doing X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And that gives the woman an opportunity to say, hey, this works for me, or hey, it doesn't. Because for some women, I know a lot of women our age that are there.
Yeah.
They don't want their kids are grown or at an age they've been married before, and they don't really want the monogamous relationship. Now, I think it's a little bit different with women because the main want to be somebody you bone, and this other one, he's good for dinner.
Sure.
Whatever. So it's
Uh-huh.
different reasons, but I think that's honest and true. It wouldn't work for me.
I was about to say,
but-
tell the truth, sis. No,
it,
there.
it would not work for me.
Yeah.
There's a lot of shit I just don't want to go through.
I understand.
But I can
Which is,
understand.
I don't want kids.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want the wedding.
Yeah.
I don't want to meet the family like that. You know what I'm saying?
The family music.
I mean, like, at certain levels where you become family. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you're in a relationship, they know you as one.
Yeah.
I'm like, nah, there's somebody that want to be that.
Let me ask you a question.
Go ahead.
Did you have a traumatizing experience with being number one?
No, I'm just saying I understand what the role takes. So for me, I'm just like, you know what? I'm good.
But let's break that down a bit, because I think you did not have a traumatic experience
At all.
But the experience that you have with women, you know, when you speak on your aunts and your mom and things like that, he's accustomed to women just handling their business, and not necessarily looking at the man to handle the household. Because am I speaking?
Yeah, that's
ahead?
very true.
Yeah, and so that's what he's accustomed to, but kind of the women, you know, when he's out dating and now, you know, at that point in time married, they more look at the man to be the responsible person, you know, within the household. And to him, he's like,
But
I mean, if you
basically,
can do it, just do it. You know, it doesn't have to be role specific. Am
But
I
I
speaking
like-
that right?
Yeah, so to give it to you like this, let's say if a task has to be done, we don't know what it is, something that we do. I would rather see you go attempt to do it and I jump in and be like, no, let me do it, versus it come up and you're like, oh, you going to do this or not? Like, why I got to ask you? I'd rather see you attempt. That's a turn on. I like to see the attempt. I like to know that you have a background of, I can get it done on my own. I choose to be with you.
Sure.
I love that. I love this somebody who can just get it done. Like, go ahead.
Hold on, let me say, first of all, this is not a G Cool intervention. Y'all are not goddamn doing my man G Cool like that. Y'all are not doing him like that. I just want to let y'all know that.
You know what?
I just want to let y'all know.
But I don't think he felt like that.
I definitely did.
I heard
It's
the way the
a great
conversation.
topic.
No.
The way the conversation was going.
No,
y'all ain't doing him like that.
no, that's not it.
I appreciate that, Mike.
No, but I wanted to give some context around, you know, where your perspective, you know,
Yeah.
came from, and not that you know, had any kind of dramatic.
No, because
you
I
know,
definitely have the
experience, yeah.
capability to be the one to lead multiple women. But I'm just like, look, the place I'm in right now, let me be who I am. I don't want to waste your time at no point.
I want to hear
That's
what
great.
Johannes, because you
No,
look
I think,
like.
I think that's great. Honesty to me is key, first and foremost. And I think as women, we have to listen and understand what that actually means when
Yeah.
he says that, and not in our heads make up another story that we think we
Sure.
could possibly change him, or he's going to change his mind if I do this. No, get to know the person, be their friend, grow from there. You don't know what could happen, but listen to what they're telling you and believe it.
Yeah, believe
Because
it.
what he says
better
is what it
listen.
is.
Yeah. What
That's-
do you
that's
think?
that.
What's your?
Well, I don't think monogamy is natural, and I think it's a conscious effort. You have to consciously make the decision to be monogamous.
Yeah.
So someone who's willing to partake in polyamory, I'm like, hey, live your life. You only live once, and you need to live it how you see fit.
Yeah.
Forget what everybody else thinks.
Right.
You know, if
Yeah.
it feels good to you and everybody else in the equation, it's your life, your rules.
That's it.
I think, yeah. I mean, I can't disagree with the lifestyle. I'm not there, you know. I don't know where I'll be in 10 years, you know. But I'm not there to where, ooh, I could share my man.
But this is my question is, it's almost like when people find out someone's poly, right? Monogamous people get offended.
Yeah.
I'm not offended though.
I mean,
'cause
I'm just saying it's very common. It's very common that I feel someone on the defense
I
that
can
I
understand
choose
that.
this lifestyle versus your lifestyle.
Yeah.
You know, I was polyamory, and
Yep.
I've been questioned.
Yep.
You know, they thought that I just didn't know how to make a soul connection with somebody. And I'm like, I can have a soul connection with more than one person.
Yeah.
Very
I have
much
that
so.
right now.
Yeah. Yep. I remember that back before you broke it down to me, you know, a little bit more. But I remember, you know, when it was first introduced, you know, conversation first was introduced to me, you know, through you. And one of the questions that I pose on the show every time for any new guest is, do you think that monogamy is natural? And everyone expects for me to say, oh, monogamy, it's
Yeah.
natural,
Yeah, doc.
and all of that because I am just so into my husband, right? But he's the only one that's ever been able to tame this beast. So I can't speak how I would be with anyone else, but with him it's different. But I don't think that monogamy is in our DNA. I do think that it's a conscious effort, but I do think sometimes like who you're compatible with is hard to find. Like
Right.
who you are able to do life with, where they get you, they accept you, that like you can walk through life. I like to travel, they may not like everything, but they don't mind doing it with me, and like that kind of thing. I think that's hard to find. What do you think?
Yeah, absolutely.
Absolutely. Now, I will say this right here. The whole poly thing, like I said, sometimes you need to write with a different pen on different paper. And the fact that you're actually being upfront with it and, have options, you know what? You can get what you want if you're upfront. Mm-hmm. Like I said, you have the option. Someone's giving you that option. My thing is, like I said, if you don't want to be in a poly relationship, don't get in a relationship with that person.
Yeah.
Simple.
How do you guys think about? So I can't remember the name of the rapper, but I did speak on this story where he's young, but he speaks very well about that he just does not want to be that guy. But you can be his woman, but he may find companionship in other women, and if you're okay with that, et cetera, et cetera. So I don't know if this was his main girl. I don't want to make up stuff, but it appeared to be that way, and that she was like, I can do this for you because I love you, but she just couldn't handle it. So, if you've experienced the polyamorous world, like, is that frustrating to have someone that's trying to give it a go, but they're just not?
Yeah, I don't like that.
Okay.
Well, did you guys see what was it, the couples show that my friends were on? I forgot the name of it.
Was it
Was
Marriage
it
Boot
Marriage Boot
Camp, or
Camp?
was it the Ready for Love?
With
Ready to
Blackson.
Love.
With Michael Blackson.
Okay,
Marriage
okay,
Boot
okay.
Camp.
Okay.
And so he's a perfect example. Him and his girl, I don't think she was actually really totally ready, but she was pushing for it. And then, I don't know where they are now, but
Yeah.
I don't like
But that's a
rookies.
great
I don't
example.
deal with
Yeah.
the rookies. It's
But
definitely
how the
against some-
rookie's supposed to know?
It ain't with me. It ain't
they
with me.
supposed
I
to know?
also think that people, some people may try to see if they are, and they just want to keep trying for whatever reason, not really awakening to who they are.
Sure.
And that they just can't accept that. That's not them.
And some people have never dealt with somebody that's just so honest. Like they've only dated people who are playing games and telling lies.
Sure.
Yeah.
So they're dating based on that. So if I come to you and I say, I give you all this honesty, you've never seen honesty, you're wild about honesty, but yet you can't help your emotions, your natural emotion, how you feel when I say, I don't want to see you tonight because I just want to sit on my sofa and be by myself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your mind is taking you to, you must want to fuck somebody else. I would tell you,
Or you don't
I'm
care
going to
about
fuck
me,
somebody else.
or you don't love me.
Yeah, all that other stuff that's going on. No, it's not about you.
Yeah.
It's about me. I just want to do this.
You don't care about my needs.
Right.
I
And it's really
guess,
harder to juggle multiple energies than it is to deal with one.
Okay, so we're going to pause and take a break on that because all I can think about, it sounds wonderful, right? It sounds wonderful that you're able to do life with multiple people. But I be struggling with my little crew, whether it's friendships, whether it's my husband, whether it's my children. Like, it's enough personalities for me. Okay, so I don't even know how people are adding on to that because I'm such a cut and dry kind of person just in general. And so when I can't be that way and I have to like be outside of my nature to accommodate, like how many people I got to accommodate?
Right.
Like, I can't do it. Okay, so I ain't there. I'm not there. Okay, so we're going to take a break. When we come back, it's time for What Would Sin Say? Make sure you stay tuned in and share. It's the 4-year anniversary show. We'll be right back.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, from across the nation and around the world, your mentor, your coach, your sensei. Listen close. This is What Would Sin Say?
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. It is time for What Would Sin Say, when we try our best to answer as swiftly as possible the questions. I know, the questions, comments, and all of those that you slide in my DMs, send to my email, and all of the above. And then the voice, we're going to call him the voice, Michael McFadden.
So,
Are you ready?
So I thought it was so inappropriate when Syndy asked me to do this and sit in somebody's lap.
I mean, just do what you got to do.
I'm just saying,
brother.
though, you asked me to do that, though. Don't lie to the people.
You know it's a whole gang in here today.
Don't lie to the people. Yes, do not lie. All right, so here we go. I have not seen any of these questions. I am freestyling right now.
Oh, my gosh.
I didn't get to read over it. What do you think, man? Oh, that's a good one. I'm going to say that one for last.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Here's a long one.
Okay.
All right, so what's the point of being married if you're going to see other people at the same time? I got married to be one and to be one with my spouse, not to hear from my spouse. I'm not a jealous person. If you want to see other people, then I'm going to be mad or judge you.
I'm not going to be mad.
Huh?
I'm not going to be mad.
That's what I said. I'm not going to be mad, didn't I? I'm sorry, I was multitasking. As long as you come home to me at the end of the day, it's okay. Like, what is that even supposed to mean? I really don't know what I'm asking for, or if I just needed to vent. Did somebody ask you this question in person or something?
No. Copy and paste.
Can I finish? Mm-hmm. All right, thank you.
You weren't talking to me. Hello. He tried it. Oh, he tried it.
I just don't understand why he wants to be married, but also wants me to see other people at the same time. Damn. I just can't wrap my head around it. Damn.
All right. Who want to go first?
Why, I'm confused. What was the damn question?
Basically, he keeps coming to her and said, I'm not the jealous type. If you want to be with someone else, I wouldn't be upset.
And
as
they're
long as you
married.
come, and they're married. As long as you come home to me at night, it's all good. And so she's not understanding why he says that to her, because she got married to be one and not with other people. And it's almost like conversation
Some
we just
people
had.
just aren't the jealous type. I mean, if he's saying he's not the jealous type, then he's not the jealous type.
Yeah, but she's
He wanna
saying
hall
that
pass.
they got married to be one, not to
Well, he's
be
yeah.
outside of the marriage.
Yeah,
he
he's-
already dipping in another pool.
Yeah, he's trying to step. He's trying
Right.
to. He's
He
trying to.
caught up.
He wants the pass.
It's funny how all of us hear different things.
What do you hear?
I hear a situation where he's bored, and it doesn't have like she needs to interact with other men to understand me. Like you only speak
What's
about
interact mean?
I mean, like just have conversations.
Interesting.
Like your conversations are only about the man that you know, which is me. You have no understanding of men when I talk to you. So everything that you know about men comes from me. So when I'm talking to you, I'm talking to me. I need you to interact with other men some and feel your own sense of sexuality. A lot of women struggle with that. You'd be surprised.
I didn't hear any of
You
that.
say that because, in my opinion, most men that love and adore their wife cannot imagine her with somebody else.
Facts.
But that's
I wanna hear about your
but listen
man.
though, imagine being
Right.
solution oriented where look, I'm in it for the long run.
You
I need
tried
you to
it.
give me a little bit more because I'm going to do
It's a
more
stretch.
that you don't like
Co-host.
before that.
Stretch.
So
That's a
what's wrong
stretch.
with
Oh,
just
it's a
saying
real
that?
life. It's a real thing.
Well, what's wrong with just saying that?
Because
to your
he realized she can't handle it.
He can't
partner?
say.
That's a
He
communication
can't say it.
thing.
But understand what I'm telling you. That's what he's saying.
But-
Go communicate with other men
He ain't
so that I
saying
can
that.
communicate with you.
He's saying, you want to dip, so we can dip.
Right. He wants
Dip.
his pass.
But either way,
Together.
but that's still a step.
I got you. I follow you.
It's okay. Go ahead.
But my question to her also is, she said they got married to be one. Was that a discussion they had? Like, was that something they both?
Right. What does one even
That's
mean?
what they wanted
Now
to
that's
do?
that's
why they get married.
so I think that's one of those things now, I think there's been assumptions
Right.
all these years. When we marry, it's just me and you. So really I think if something is a standard and you want something different, that's the conversation that you need to have.
Yes.
Correct.
So anyway, I just think personally he wants to.
Yeah. Or he might be
He
different.
wants an out.
What you think, Royce?
Or let's put a spin to it. What if he may be dipping with the same sex?
He could be. He could be.
Damn.
He,
That's a good point.
Feel selfish, but don't want to leave her and giving her the option.
That's what I'm saying.
now he could be.
I agree
All
with
of
that.
all of it's communication, right? All
Yeah.
of it just
Or
boils
it
down
could be
to
just
whether
what he said. I know somebody right now who is perfectly okay with his girl sleeping with other men because
maybe he don't
that's
want
just
to.
in his personality. He doesn't even he's not the jealous type, and he's polyamory. But when they got together, they stopped dating other people and
Now-
they became one. But he said if you ever decide you want to still see other
The
men,
option is there.
the option's there, you know. And
Well, that's-
she doesn't want to hear about his other conquests. But he's okay if she tells him about her other conquests, and he's not jealous. He's like his whole thing. His whole
it
thing
does
is, I
seem
just
a
want
little
you to have a good
suspicious.
time.
Yeah.
I just want you to have fun and live your life. I know you're coming home to me. I know what we have.
And that's a thing.
Now, I
that's a real
definitely
thing.
think it's a
That's a thing.
conversation
That's a
that needs
real
to be
thing.
had with. I definitely think it's a conversation that needs to be had with a couple of things. One, if you know that you cannot perform, and you know that, like you know that, or like you. What?
And especially in a marriage.
I think as a grown adult, and you know that you can't.
There's some women out there with some
Ain't nobody say
Desert
that.
Storm going on.
Ain't nobody say
There's
that.
some.
You know,
I take Cialis. I do.
nobody asked you.
30 minutes. 30 minutes.
Mike gonna kill somebody on that.
Wait, what? They're the same.
You know,
Like,
ain't nobody asked you all that. Ain't nobody even say nothing about no Michael McFadden. What's next? What's the next question?
All right, great show tonight. Happy anniversary. All right, so here we go. I need some advice. I have a gut feeling that my husband is cheating on me. Our sex life has drastically changed. We used to have sex every day, sometimes twice a day. It has now went to once every 2 to 3 days. He's not emotionally available. He's very distant and disconnected. I feel like we are business partners at this moment because we have small children. He don't sleep in. They say he don't sleep in the bedroom. He always upstairs watching YouTube and playing video games, or he'll be in the bedroom. We are so divided that I don't think I can fix it, or I feel he's trying to push me away so I'll leave so he doesn't have to be the bad guy. I just feel devalued, disconnected, taken advantage of, that we are not coming to the end of this. I need advice, please.
Who wanna go for it? Go ahead.
I think that she should have a very direct, candid conversation with him
About what?
about what's going on, where he want to be, like what transpired to change it.
I don't think he's gonna tell her.
He probably won't.
He's not gonna tell her.
Yeah.
She'll have to make that decision for herself then.
But
This
y'all
this
missed a
what I
big point
think.
in there. Go
This
ahead.
this what I think. I think because so she said they were having sex 2 to 3 times a day, right? Now they're 2 to 3.
Times a day.
It
It said
said-
every day. I thought.
Every 2 to 3 days.
That's what they came to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they was having
I
sex.
listen.
too.
I listen very well.
We
just say 2 or 3
sex
times a day.
every day, yeah.
Every day.
Sometimes
Oh.
twice a day.
Yeah.
Yes, I listen.
lot-
I
that's a lot
listen
of
very
sex.
well.
That's a lot.
Maybe he's just
So
settled in the
But watch it.
relationship.
It's
Right.
another part too.
Right. No.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. So if I don't care if it was a year, I don't care if it was a year y'all were doing this, or 2 years, or 6 months. If you all got settled in the relationship, and that could look different ways. It could be, we're relaxed. Maybe y'all have business together and life takes its course. I don't want to have sex with you 2 times a day, no more. I probably hardly want to have sex with you once a week. It's not that I don't like you or love you. It's just, damn, I see you all the time. Let me go do something else, right? So I think he's gotten there, but maybe she wants it 2 to 3 times a day. Still, and he don't want it. So now he going because he's trying to avoid her.
Y'all missed the biggest part. She said they have small children in the house, 2 small children.
He's
So we
tired
went
of her.
from fucking all the
He
time
tired
to
of
having
him.
kids, and with kids come complaining,
Yeah,
messiness.
a whole lot.
You just went through a whole life change. You just had a baby. He probably even know how to deal with you, because men have to learn how to deal with you too,
Yes.
as much as you have to learn how to deal with the new life you have.
Yes.
That's a maturity thing.
Yes.
I sucked the first time.
Yeah.
I
can
was terrible. I
understand.
was like, man, what is wrong with you?
Yeah.
It's
And then,
hormones.
and
I
then,
didn't even know. We was fucking just like that. So then when the baby came, look, I'm gonna go to the gym. I'm in the gym 8 hours. I leave my phone at the front desk when you walk in the gym. Call
Yeah.
my phone. It's at the desk. I ain't
Right.
doing shit. I just don't want to deal with nothing.
Yeah, and it has
That's-
nothing,
this could be
and
a thing.
it may not have anything to do with he want to be with anyone else or anything like that. But sometimes it's just life be lifing, and I just don't.
Learning how to talk about that is a hard thing.
Give me some
That's
space.
a tough thing. Learning how to speak
Yeah,
about that, that's
they have
very
to.
hard.
Yeah.
But
I mean, if she
it
paid
is-
attention to
but
his
you-
regularly
you're
it
thinking that
is.
people come with the tools when you marry them, right?
Yeah.
I think you know how to communicate through all tough times. I just didn't know how to deal with a woman and her hormones
with
because I didn't grow up with women who showed me PMS
Right.
and who stopped because they were cycling.
Right.
I didn't even know what a cycle was.
Right.
I
They were
mean,
cycling.
cramping or whatever's going
PMS,
on, they
yeah.
can't function.
Right.
It wasn't until I got with my wife that I realized, I'm like, what's wrong with you? She's like, I'm cramping. What that mean?
Right.
What
Right.
the fuck that mean?
Right. And so then that's
I
to do
didn't
to
know.
you and
You
something
know what I'm
that
saying?
you have
So
to be.
he could be
yeah.
one of those men who had a strong mom.
Exactly.
And she just went. So now you got this going on. It's not attractive to see you down.
Yeah,
It's not
man.
attractive for you to wake
right.
up expressing.
That's me.
Now
I
you
feel
want
like,
to
get
fuck.
it together.
You've been expressing about what you don't like about yourself for 2 hours. Now all of a sudden, I walk by you with my shirt off. You want to fuck? Ma'am, no.
Right. It's,
The dick is
I'm good.
Well,
sleep.
you know, she asked for advice, right?
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. So, I don't want nobody to think that I'm attacking
Sure.
them or anything about it, but these are things that you have to learn how to do.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
no, I'm not saying you're attacking.
Oh.
I'm just saying my advice to her would be, if he's at home and he still has the same patterns, like he's coming home, he's still on schedule.
Yeah.
I don't think you have anything to worry about. It's everything that you just said, G Cool, and what you said,
Yeah.
Cindy. Life is just lifing.
Yeah,
and
man.
you also have to consider his work schedule, and now he's got to take
Yeah.
care of a whole family financially.
Mm-hmm.
My suggestion to her is just try to live your best life as best as you can with kids, and do you. Once you start
part.
focusing on you and your hobbies and what you love, he'll start to gravitate back towards you. But
Mm-hmm.
when you have this needy energy that you need him to make you
on it.
happy, and why aren't we
Speak on
having
it.
sex 2 times a
Speak on
day?
it. Speak
You
on
know,
it.
that turns anybody off.
Facts.
like, dude,
I'm overwhelmed.
Yeah, go
I'm
get your
overwhelmed
own
listening.
life, girl. Go get your own life. Take up some yoga, and when he sees you walking out the house with them,
They be
yoga
like, babe, where
pants
you
on,
going, babe? Where you going?
minute,
Okay.
bitch, where you going?
Right. All right. What's next? What's next?
Yo,
Ho! I know you ain't hoeing on me. You better bring your ass back over here.
Oh,
I'm not saying play. I'm not saying play games.
No,
but
I got you.
Start focusing on you, honey.
Yep.
Yo, to all my young fellas out there in relationships, menopause is going to happen. That's going to be
Oh,
another
yeah.
stage you're going to have to deal with.
Personal attack, like, we're not doing that. Okay? That's what we're not doing.
All right, Michael.
Well, we
when
not
she
gonna
when she
do.
put that goddamn one leg out the goddamn cover like your grandmama used to do.
Not like your grandma.
Yes, I didn't know that's what my grandma was
Don't do
going
grandma
through.
like
She was
that.
going
Don't
through
do her
menopause.
like that.
All right, here we go. So, when you think your spouse is lying, what do? Drill them till they tell the truth, ignore it, or wait for the truth to come out all on its own?
Ooh, I'm gonna go last on that one.
That means that they have a preconceived notion about what the truth is. If you think your spouse is not telling the truth, do you drill them, wait till they tell the truth, or act? That is a preconceived notion. If it's a thought, you don't know what the reality is. So why are you waiting for a specific thing to happen? That doesn't make sense to me.
Who next?
When I know someone's lying to me in general,
She didn't say I think. She said I know.
When I
Okay.
know someone's lying to me, I just let them know. I know you're not being honest with me, and I'm not looking for you to respond. I just want you to know that I know. And whatever your reason is, maybe you're scared you're going to hurt my feelings. Maybe you don't feel like you can be honest with me. Maybe it's something you wanted to keep private, and you just didn't think that I would find out. Whatever the reason is, just know that I know you're not being honest, and I just
like
leave it at
that.
that. I don't look for an answer, and I
like
let
that.
them think on it. And you can keep it real with me though.
Right.
And I'd respect you if you just kept it real with me. But
Yeah.
hey, that's on you.
Right.
Figure that out.
What you gonna do, brother?
Like I said, well, what I will say, the truth always comes out in the wash. So, like Ann said, I can let you know that, I know that you're being dishonest, and you can say you crazy, you can gaslight all you want, but the truth is going to come out, and like you're gonna slip. And like I said, even when you don't go looking for it, the truth will find you. So you're drilling somebody, you stressing yourself out even more. Like, so it's kind of like, if you know, that shit gonna come out. Believe me, it's gonna come out in the wash some kind of way. when you least expect it, it will find you.
Jahira.
So in my past life,
Okay.
I used to go gun ho, like straight up. I know you're lying. I know. But now,
Okay.
now I agree with everyone pretty much. I'm like, why drill them? The truth will reveal itself. It always comes out no matter what. So just continue to live your best life and trust and believe.
All right. Gee, look at G's.
Come on, G.
I let their ass keep lying. I just figure out how you keep on lying.
Yeah.
I just watch you lie and lie and lie, and then
Figure
through that I figure out, am I gonna stick around for this shit? Like, am I gonna continue to do this? Because when I do say something, it's over. Like, I got real, like, I'm okay. You weren't doing what? Bam. He go bam, bam. I'm out. Or I want to say something like, stop lying. So now you gotta find once you bust a liar, now you gotta figure out how they about to start lying again.
Sure, yeah.
I'm not. Yeah, I'm just let a liar be a liar.
Yeah.
Like, so you want, keep on lying, motherfucker. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I'm like, I
Well-
don't know shit. Matter of fact, I'm gonna make you believe your lie work so damn good. I'm the worst. Like, once you lie to me, just know. Does he know? You'll be thinking that.
Love it.
Lying.
Woo,
Lying is my
Oh no, she got the hands going.
okay.
rubbing the
Don't lie to
ass.
Cindy.
So, I'm one of those. I keep a straight face when I know you're lying, and I have receipts. So, once I know you're lying, then I have the receipts. Then I make a decision. Do I hold on to it? Because maybe it's not that big a deal, but I hold on to it, and how do I make my chess moves from there? Or do I just, you see this fun for me? Okay. Or do I just pull the rug out from under you? So one time, this was like almost like my
Tales
best
of
work.
Syndy
Okay,
B.
this is like my best work. So
Yeah,
I was,
listen.
and we weren't even exclusive, so he did not even need to be lying to me, right? But I knew that he was out with another woman, and so our thing was, when we're together, but what we do in our own time is what we do in our own time. But he had me at his house, and he had me waiting. And so I was like, I know this nigga is, but like I could be doing something else. Long story short, I put my receipts together over a period of time because I had asked him, I was like, if you want to go see, I saw him link eyes with this woman one time when we were out, right? And so I just knew, I'm like, he gonna have her eyes, because it was like a frequent spot that she was at. So this particular night, this was the one who kept all the pictures in the box.
Of course.
So I laid out all the pictures of her, because mind you, he acted like he didn't know her. Laid out. I wrote a nice letter like, I told you. Now you didn't have to lie to me. And I laid the pictures out on his bed, like in compromising positions. Like he took pictures like that too, like cute pictures and compromising. And I read it and changed my number.
Dope.
Change my
Oh,
number.
you got out there real sweet.
Bam.
You're
I
nice.
love it. I
When we go off
love
air, I'm
doing
gonna tell
things
you
like
a
that.
story.
I will change my number on you in a minute, okay? And leave you with the receipts and then let your stomach drop. But that's just, it's my toxicity coming out.
All right, here's the last one. Hey, fellas, I got two pieces of advice for you, real quick. First of all, if you say long story short, that means the story was already too long to begin with.
This is true.
Yes, and then if a woman ever asks you like a dumb question, she's
dumb?
asking you the question because she knows the answer to it. So.
Well, why it gotta be a dumb question?
Hey, the same way your mama used to do you. Did you go to school today?
right.
Dumbass question.
Right,
Not knowing that
why
she
would
knows
she
the
ask-
answer already.
Why would she
Right.
ask me? But then they
Yeah.
carry on to say,
So
yes,
just
I went to
FYI,
school.
it's just those little things that teach us, all right? I'm just saying. All right, here we go. Last one, which is a dumbass question.
What
but
is it?
okay, so that's how they did it. Do you think that all men fantasize? I know women do too, but is it possible to be with a man that does not fantasize about anyone but his wife? Yo, if you see my goddamn Oculus,
Oculus.
What?
see my VR porn? Hey.
She put her age on there.
No.
She
It's
He the
probably,
only
it's
one
probably
she
a
been
woman in her
with.
40s.
Yeah, she in junior high school.
Fact.
Live.
Now you ain't gonna do my sis like that. That's what you not gonna do. Okay. First of all, that was dumb. We're gonna move on from this little immature no, unless y'all got something to say. Y'all
Honey,
got
go
something
get
to
some
say?
therapy for your insecurity.
Girl, ain't nobody tell you don't got a friend, a mom, or an auntie. So everybody got an auntie, right? That's going.
Shut up. Just right, shut up.
Someone
period.
said, I said, it's human nature to fantasize.
Yes,
Yeah.
it is.
Exactly. You can't
Like-
control what your mind.
But you know, I don't have a fantasy world
What does that mean?
on everything. I
Sis,
do not have a. I
You don't gotta fantasize.
She's a
You get to
mutant.
do what you want. I'm not talking about
That
step
lady's
out. I'm
a
not talking about
mutant.
do that kind of stuff. But you need to watch what you want. You know,
I don't
be.
have a fantasy world. I don't.
Sis,
I don't. Never have.
I don't think there's a fantasy world where you're like, oh.
No, you know how like you can think
Look it off
about
in the-
something and well. hold
Uh
on.
huh.
No, but
It's
for the most
coming
part,
now.
you know,
Not for the most part.
for the most
coming
part,
now.
like
We didn't hear shit.
I know.
You didn't say shit.
Not a doggone
But you
thing.
know how like okay, maybe like some women can fantasize about a man and it'll like arouse them. That don't happen for me.
Oh, you're not living. Okay, we gonna get you
No,
there.
I'm
No, I'm just
living.
kidding.
I know.
With the curve.
Hold on.
No.
Ain't you the same lady that told us you like to look at men with their gray pants on walking around?
Oh,
That-
yeah,
that-
now that's different.
No, that's
But
not
that's
different. It's
it's
the
time
same
for this lady to shut the
thing.
fuck up.
Did you see her face? Did you
done
see
with
her
We
face?
like to see some swinging dicks walking through the
so
city.
that's how I was trying to say it.
different.
That's it.
That ain't
It's not.
different.
Look
That
at
ain't
her
different.
That's it.
face.
That's
Look
not
at you
different,
fantasizing. No.
That's a form of a fantasy.
Yes.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it's not.
Absolutely.
Yes.
See, look, you
Look at-
got,
look
you
at
got
it.
shoulders
You're
moving,
imagining
thinking
what it
about
looks
gray
like.
sweatpants.
Yes.
So that's a form of a fantasy.
Since you know you
See, that's
like
what I'm
that
talking about with the
print.
lady that don't talk to other men. So you got to learn that
Say
shit.
that again, say that again.
The lady that don't talk to other men, you got to learn what shit going on. Like, you just fucked up.
The lady from earlier that didn't talk to
That-
was talking about her husband wants her to date other men and stuff, and he was saying she need to talk to other men.
So you get so a man can let you know you fantasizing.
Right. Oh, yeah, we said that. I honestly don't think we can control it either.
Yeah.
I agree. I think
agree.
that is just our natural being, right? You know, we learn to have self-control.
Yes.
I think we learn to have
Because you
self-control.
can have curiosity.
To Ann's point, it's a conscious
Yeah,
decision.
yeah.
Control.
And I believe
Yeah,
that's
that's a
just
great
in
point.
general, whether it's relationships, whether it's in your professional life, like we learn to have self-control to get to where we're trying to be. So depending on where you're trying to go, you know, he be coming like, yes, you know, let the church say, okay. But depending on what your end goal is or one of your big goals, like you have to make decisions going towards that path. And sometimes if you make decisions that are off that path, it may take you longer to get there.
Exactly. So you got to have that laser focus on what you're doing.
Yeah. So even though our nature might be one thing, our decisions might have to be something else to get to where we're trying to be.
Because once you realize certain fantasies, you start finding new fantasies that didn't even matter before.
Now you're going down the rabbit hole at this point in
agree.
time.
Yeah, you
Like,
I agree.
we don't
shit
want to
I- the
go
shit I'm
down
into
the
now,
rabbit
man,
rabbit
please.
hole. We don't
I
want to go
was
down the
never
rabbit
into
hole.
the shit I'm
All
into
right,
now.
y'all. That was what was
evolving.
Sensei. We're gonna take a break. When we come back, we're gonna continue our conversation with the OGs. Make sure. What did it say? Everything. Oh my gosh. All right, guys. Make sure you stay tuned in. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. We'll be right back.
Went fast.
Welcome back. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9. It's the anniversary show. Shout out 4 years.
Hey!
I've got the OGs on the show. Let me start with who was the first one? Jahira. Say hey to the people.
Hey.
All right. And then it was Miss Anvu. Say hey to the people. And then it was Miss Lydia T. Say hey to the
Hey to the people.
You know what? And then Royce has been a friend to the show on multiple shows on Power 108.9. Say hey to the people.
Hey, hey.
And the one and only your favorite co-host who's been holding me down going into his 3rd year, Mr. G Cool.
Hey, what's happening?
All right, y'all. So on if y'all could just be a fly on the wall sometimes. All right. So I want to know the lies you tell. What are some of the biggest lies that you told while dating? It doesn't necessarily had to be committed, because we be lying while we just dating too. I said we because I'm assuming that we all did at some point in time. Okay, maybe we grew up at some point. All right, I'm going to start with the baby of dating. Lydia, did you tell any lies, child?
I probably did, but I don't even remember.
Because it was so long ago.
It was a long time.
Statute of
Shout out
limitations
to
after
Tom,
32
who locked
years.
her down early, okay? Locked her down
32
early.
years.
Okay. Do you think you would know how to date?
I don't know.
I know.
I really...
Because
I
it's
wouldn't
one
be a
thing
good
to be
date.
like cute, while
Yeah.
you got a whole man,
Yeah. It's a
whole
and then
different
to
vibe.
actually
It's
be
a
out
whole-
there.
Yeah, I wouldn't survive.
Yeah.
It wouldn't work for me.
It's different. It's different than when we were.
Yeah, for sure.
You've been in your relationship even longer than I have, and I mess around with G all the time about the jungle, and I do believe I will be able to adapt, but I do think that.
Them
hate them
allergies.
so much.
Damn, my allergies acting
I
up again.
hate them so much.
I'm allergic to this bullshit.
With a passion. They get on my nerves, okay? They do not want me to be great in life. But
They still had Polaroids when you were single. Come on.
Clearly, yes, they did.
I'm like, did they? No. They did. All right, so let me go to a fella. Royce. Come on, give us some tea.
Lies out.
The lies you
I
tell.
think I've told this a lot more than once.
Not more than once.
I think I've done everything that you would do as if you were in a relationship, but then I would say, well, I'm not ready for anything serious. Well, I would just leave out the with you.
Wait. Break this down a little bit more. I'm not following.
Because, you would just be doing everything. You be going out on days.
As if you were in a
Exactly.
relationship.
I said, well,
You breaking hearts, basically.
Fucking. And,
Hey.
and just, so what are we?
Nothing.
Just we are farmers, but yeah, I would just be like, I'm not ready for anything.
You out here
serious
breaking
right now.
hearts after you done all.
Well,
Everything.
I was telling a half truth. I'm not ready for anything with you.
Right. It was that
That's
person.
what it was. It was just
Dang.
the-
Now, what made you keep going on though with that person? Because they let you.
bored.
Dang.
That's a real
Damn.
thing.
Not bored.
That's a real thing.
Cold-blooded.
It's sad, but yes, sometimes you're bored and you ain't got nothing better to do, so you
And it's that guarantee.
exactly.
Not the guarantee.
That's why you never be completely available for anybody.
Don't make those eyes like that.
Ever.
How you
That
know
was
about that?
like-
Go back to bed.
Listen, I ain't slow now. Okay?
Go back to sleep.
Don't listen to her, okay? I used to be like that. But no. When you're all in, you got to be all in.
Absolutely.
I mean, but you just gotta
But they
know
have to
when.
earn
You gotta
that.
know when.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
They gotta earn that.
Yeah. They do have to earn it. They
That's
have
what
to
he's
have to earn
done. He just left out there with you. That's all
Don't
he
do
did.
that. Don't do
He
that.
did- that's what I'm saying.
not to
He's
break
done
her
everything but say, yeah, just not with you.
Right.
Oh
Yeah.
my gosh. All right,
He was kind.
ma'am.
That would be me.
What's the biggest lie?
So I think, I think for me, the biggest lie that I may have told, and I'm pretty sure most of us have done this, is
Are you sure?
No, I'm not.
Say that we came.
I ain't doing
when we
that. No, no,
didn't.
no, no,
Like,
no, ma'am. It's
yeah.
a no for me.
I've done it.
I have
done
not. I have
Yeah.
never.
First of all.
First of all,
First
You
of
don't
all,
go back to bed.
you don't
Sometimes
count.
you gotta go to sleep.
You
We're
don't.
not gonna
We're gonna
do.
leave
You
Lydia
don't get to
out the
speak on-
conversation of this.
So
Okay.
anyway, back in my days when I was floating,
First of all,
Okay.
she was in a whole 2-year relationship and did not have sex at all.
And Reagan
Okay.
was president.
so no, but anytime
Ronald
I did
Reagan was
not,
president.
I would let them know that.
They
We
said
gonna
you were
get your
hunching.
ass.
You weren't doing nothing.
First of all, I've never humped ever. I went straight to business. I've never humped ever.
You
Never.
did-
No, I never humped. Honest to God.
All that-
Honest to God. Never.
All that
I nev-
humped you was ain't nobody
never.
humped you.
Never.
You probably ain't humped back. They got you. They humped your ass.
No.
They caught you. You got a cat suit
said
on.
you didn't
Back in the
hump
days, you
Never.
wasn't in
It's
the
all it's
basement
circles when I look at you. It's just
Never.
circles.
So how you just dive
You
back,
wasn't
dive
dancing?
in? How you
Huh?
just
You
dive
danced,
in?
though.
Yeah, but I wasn't humping.
He was.
I mean, I'm not talking about. I'm
I
talking.
Yeah.
danced
Not
like when I
know.
was in
You couldn't
like
even feel
as a
it, so much
teenager,
cheek.
but
Well,
I never humped ever.
well,
Yeah.
I
not.
never got humped. Not as a kid. None of that.
You don't even know what hunching is.
Yes, first
That's
of all,
how long you been
know
gone.
what?
She
It
done
wasn't even
forgot.
called hunching
She
then.
I
did.
was super sheltered.
That's
Like,
what we're talking about. You don't go from shelter. You don't.
I'm telling you.
You don't
You
go
got
from
hunt on the
shelter. So you got took basically.
Took.
Exactly.
Take it?
Exactly.
So you can tell me,
No.
no man.
How you go
you didn't
from
hug me.
nothing at all
Yes.
to like straight bumping and grinding?
Yes. I
So-
never humped. Ever.
You are a dinosaur.
Never.
We gonna
You
go
are
with
an
it.
animal, Lydia.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, I never humped.
So I'm
I mean,
just
if
let
you're
you
gonna
know-
do it, do it.
I'm
We're
just
not
let you
about
know-
to be playing.
I'm gonna just let you know, even right now in your life, married with a husband,
Yes.
and you go home every day. Every time you hug somebody that you
I
don't
bet
think
you
about,
Tom's
they
gonna say,
hunching the
yes,
shit
I
out your
did.
ass.
Tom will be like, yes,
It's a
I
new
did.
age
No,
hunt.
Never.
It's a new way. Like, girl,
I'm gonna
it's
ask
so good to
Tom.
see
Tom,
you.
can you tell us?
Your bodacious ass. Man, go on somewhere.
Tom,
You
let
got
us know.
hunched.
I bet Tom.
Somebody got you in the
Bodacious, I
parking
had
lot.
to hump.
That's what I'm telling you. You don't know. That one-sided hug, they getting you with the yeah, right. Lydia T, all they hips. Girl, you know what? Go on somewhere with you.
I love it. All right. Let me move to Miss Vu's views.
Oh,
What's the biggest lie?
I don't lie.
Sis, not never in life.
I tell motherfuckers straight up.
But even young, I'm talking about young. It doesn't have to be. Yeah, it can be any time in your life.
yeah, I definitely am.
Yeah, when I was a teenager and my mom didn't approve of my boyfriend and I snuck out to see him.
Okay,
Often.
well we'll take. What not? Ain't nobody tell you to throw that in
about
there.
She said biggest lie.
I told her
Where
I
everybody,
wanted to see my
you know.
girl, but I was going to see him.
We'll take that. But I'm gonna come back to when I give mine and see if you done what I'm talking about. All right.
Mike got one.
I love you.
Oh.
So I learned. Thankfully, I learned young a response for when someone says "I love you." It was the best, and it really worked. It worked. Like it threw him
I
off.
can't wait to
Like
hear this.
it threw him off. Like
What is
I
she
don't know what
about to say?
No, it was just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much.
No,
You
I'm
def-
sorry.
It worked. It worked. It would.
Hell no.
It don't work no more.
It wouldn't work
that
on a
worked in the
female.
ni-
It
that
wouldn't
worked
work
in the
on a
90s.
female. I don't.
It worked in
I
the
don't
90s.
think it would work on a female, but
Yeah.
a female saying to the guy, because that means he starts becoming whiny if he rebuttals it, right? It's like what you know, some guys be like, what you mean by that? What you mean by thank you? There are some that would say that,
Yeah.
but for the most part, it don't sit well with them.
Yeah.
But whether they take it the next step to be like, well, what that mean is another thing. But it worked for me.
Child.
This motherfucker here.
Y'all,
boy.
have y'all pretend to say I love you? Have you said pretend I said I love you? You might have said that.
I've never.
Tell someone I love them and I don't really love them.
Not you voluntarily saying, but someone say I love you, and you be like love you too with the LUH.
No.
Love you too.
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
Yeah. So that's when I said like the lies you tell. Like it's sometimes it don't have to be anything grand.
Yeah.
You know, deals. But sometimes we just tell those
I've gotten
things
out of
to
that now I just give them the smiley emoji face. Yeah, I don't say it back anymore.
Right.
I just give. I'm really trying to get to a point where I'm just
be
very
authentic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very
Yeah.
authentic.
Yeah.
And if I don't love you, and now I just give them the heart eye, emoji. Not
I-
the heart eyes, But the face that has
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Oh, thank you.
Well, you can do that via text, but like in person, like back in the day,
Yeah.
there's no texting, right? There's no
You had to
social
wiggle
media.
out of that.
Yeah. So,
no,
but
my
another.
response now is thank you for loving me. And I'll give
Oh,
you-
that's
I
a
like
good one. Did y'all
that.
hear
Yeah,
that?
that's a
Did y'all
good
hear that?
one. That's a good
Ooh.
one.
That-
I
that's-
had
Ooh,
to
did
say
y'all
they
catch
love
That's
that?
that's how
Now
that's how
that's a
long
good
y'all
one.
two been out the game. That's standard. That right there is
So that's standard?
That's very standard.
Well, that's a good
You
one.
y'all
That's a good
one.
y'all like,
Ooh,
ooh, that's a good one.
It was good. We was like,
Boy.
oh,
That's a good one.
That's just like finding out you can call another area code.
I know. I was like, oh, I wish I
had a
knew
nephew
that
tell me
back
one
in the
time,
day.
Like a few years ago, that they love me, and I was like, "This is awkward." And I actually said, "I love you too," and it was really awkward.
Oh, we all gasped together.
But Cindy B, you got to remember.
You can say I have love for you because having love for someone means you want them.
Nah, if somebody say they
I
have
have
love for me,
You can keep it.
Okay. No,
I
thanks.
might want to fight.
Right.
You know.
Yeah, that's.
All right, wait. I want to hear what Michael said.
So
I don't love you.
So Cindy B, you got to remember when I was telling girls that I loved them back in the day, in my time, I was either hunching them or fingering
You
them.
know what? You know what?
That was a
First of
thing.
all,
That was a
Fingering
thing.
is so disgusting.
I
It is
need to go to the
disgusting.
next level. That I remember those days.
We're not going.
That is so disgusting.
You could
Thanks
not
for
do
sharing
You can
that.
say
Michael.
anything.
I actually felt like
Anything to try to get further than second base.
I'm gonna just tell
And
you.
that was the thing.
fingering was
Ain't no
not it
bases
for
no
me.
more. It's
I
just
did
home
not
plate.
like that.
It's just bat at it home now.
I did not like. I did
So here's
not like
my terrible lie. I hate
Yes,
it too.
I'm gonna hear it.
It
Why
goes
you
it goes
hate
to
it?
kind of yours too.
What?
It's bad. It's
Oh,
bad.
geez. What is it?
So I got this lie that I was telling for
Not
a long
this
time.
lie.
The women that didn't have big butts.
Okay.
When I got behind them and I was screwing them, and I was just telling them how fat their ass looked when I was hitting it.
Now nobody
You
even
know
told
what?
you to do that.
I just
She didn't even
Was
ask
it for you? Did that excite you thinking
That-
that
it had to
was
be.
bigger?
y'all know how y'all get. You know, I know you like the girls with the big butt. Girl, you got
Nobody-
the fattest ass in America, and I'm just pounding away. Just
in
America.
America.
Not
like,
in
say
America.
something.
all that. You
This
didn't have to do
super
all that.
nation booty you got.
No,
but girl, don't stop.
nobody-
And I just
nobody.
kept going.
Nobody even asked you all.
They
that.
probably
But I'm
didn't
just
believe
saying.
you.
But she said she faked it. You know, that made me remember
I'm
like
not- I
that was
wouldn't
my
do
lie.
that.
One of his, that was a
Like, you like I fake nuts too, but that wasn't like
Now how,
Wait,
how does
wait,
one
wait,
do
wait.
that? How does
Yeah,
a man?
that's
in a
what I
condom.
wanna know.
Royce, have you
In a
done that,
condom.
Royce?
You got a condom on.
Yeah, I was.
I just faked the nut. You're the best coochie ever.
I'm looking.
So
I'm
what would make
looking
you
though.
do that
Yeah.
though?
Because I want to stop having sex with you.
I need.
it's
I need
boring.
receipts.
I don't want to
Okay.
continue. Whatever the reason is, I don't want to continue.
No, but I
we
under-
could have been going too long, and I'm just not gonna bust.
Gotcha.
Or
No, I
I don't
understand.
even like your movement, your body flow. It just,
Or
it's,
he had a long day.
yeah. I just want to stop. Yeah.
No, I understand a reason why you just kind of want to be done with it, but how does one fake? I need receipts.
You just want, like, once you know that you're out, like for me, it's so mental for us, more mental than y'all think. The moment I tell my dick, like, I'm disgusted or I'm turned off or there's a problem, your dick go down.
Yeah, no, I get it. No, I get that part, but I'm looking for receipts.
What you mean? Like, it's like I
There's
got
a
a condom on.
physical.
I'm faking it. I have a
yeah.
condom on.
Yeah.
Okay, you're talking about
That's
them
how I can
days.
get away with it. I got
Yeah.
a condom on.
I'm more thinking about like when you're with someone.
See, that's
where
how long
you're-
you've been
when-
in a relationship. All
First
you
of all,
know
don't
is
act like you don't
you
go
only
raw
know the
with
word
folks.
hoes.
Don't act.
Right.
Don't act.
I don't know nothing.
Because I will. Because I will.
Don't- you will what?
I'll put your business out there. You done told me. You done told me everything.
That's confidential.
But no. But don't act like you wasn't single out there.
I did pull out.
Go to the yeah.
That's a good one. You're right.
It's a
You're right.
great one.
Okay, so I've definitely done. I've not often, but I have faked. Just to be
doing that.
done with it. But I never got with you again.
Let's hear it.
It ain't all that.
So how you fake it? What you be saying?
Now, first of all,
She trying to get him to the finish line.
What you be saying?
That's it, Daddy.
don't do that. It's gonna be a no for me, ma'am. It's gonna be for no. It's gonna be a no. All right, so this is the first time I think I said this on the air.
Oh, you gonna say it? I'm gonna close my eyes. Hold on, go ahead.
Wait, close
It,
your eyes.
I'm not doing the sound, sis.
Oh, see, there you go
I'm moving on to
fantasizing
another-
again.
I'm lying.
All right, so
Let me look.
one time when I was single, and I've always kind of struggled with being single, right? Because not me, I'll be wanting to be single, but when you date,
Come on, let's go.
I'm telling the whole story here, not your fantasy, okay?
Right.
But so I always struggled when I like someone, like them letting me remain single, right? So they'll even want something more and I'm not there yet, et cetera, et cetera. So anyway, so at this point in time, I was like getting out of a serious relationship and we were on pause. And then I would started seeing someone like major that I really liked.
Yeah.
And I had to put him on pause because he wasn't acting the way that I wanted him to. Long story short, it was three. Three
Lord.
that I was like going in between, and I put them all on pause, but then they all came back at the same time. And I was supposed to see them. I was supposed to see two in the same day.
Oh,
And then
Lord.
the one that I thought he was on pause. He just showed up at my house because I had him on pause. So one, I wasn't accustomed to him being at my house all day. So this was during the market crash, and all of a sudden he had all this time during the day. So he was at my house all day, and I was sitting here like, how do I get him out? Because I have a date. How do I get him out? How do I get him out? And so luckily I was able to, but he was there for like a long time. So finally get him out while the date is already here.
Oh, Lord.
The date is already here, but I got them on pause and then get him out, have him come, and then the other one shows up at my the dial box.
Oh,
The dial box.
goodness.
So I'm looking at him. I'm looking at him because I can see the dial box from my window.
Yeah.
I'm looking. And then the one who's supposed to take me out on the date, I was like, yeah, I just got back home. Just got back home. He was like, yeah, I felt the hood of your car. It's not hot. Like if you had just gotten home, that's
So he's crazy.
crazy.
Yeah,
Okay.
like,
But
wait
he
a
said, I
minute.
felt the hood of your, because I wasn't answering my phone when he was saying he was here. He felt the hood of my car and it was cold, which, because I hadn't been anywhere, right? Then the other one, I think he already knew because he just popped up. But to juggle that, three, all within the same hour.
I'm not doing it.
And I was single.
I'm not
I was
doing it.
single. And if I could go back, I'd be like, listen, I need you to go. I have a date.
Yep.
But I was still young, then, and trying to like appease, and all those kinds of things. I would never do that again.
I forgot about those times. I did stupid shit like that.
Yeah, but I mean, that was just one example. But I might be out of town with someone else, and someone I'm seeing calls me, so now I'm sneaking away to be on the phone. Like I did all that dumb.
You know I'm about to get you.
SHIT. What?
But it's an old story when people could just pop up and drive over to your damn house. This is
Yeah,
an old
yeah.
ass story.
Don't do that. Don't do that. Yeah.
You just pulled up to my house. Are you outside?
out here.
Right. You know you got an old story. He just pulled up. How the fuck is that okay?
Don't do that. Okay, so anyway,
Okay,
So that's- first of all, I know you ain't talking over off the mic and off the camera. Fred Flintstone married 25 plus years.
20 years and counting.
Exactly. 26 years and counting. Trying it. Okay.
You don't know what type of life you living over there. They might have took on some new
Don't
stuff.
do him because Mrs. McFadden is listening. Don't get him in trouble.
Listen,
Be a
that,
whole-
once that
be a
door
whole
shut, we don't
whip.
know nothing. When that door shut, you see it done lost some weight.
Exactly.
Skin clean. He jogging down the hallway. Look, you don't know what's
jogging down
going
the
on.
hallway.
You better leave him alone.
All right. So
And he take
I
your
wanna,
Cialis. You better wake that ass up over there, Syndy.
Only when needed.
Right. See?
All right. So I have a question for each of you all before we close it out.
Oh no, you
If-
gotta get nasty. This is not fair. You
If-
said,
if-
you
if-
said,
if-
you said.
I mean, that's on you,
said-
sis. I'm just having authentic conversation over here. Okay. So when I throw it out, if you got something nasty to say, throw it out.
Oh,
so I'm
boy.
gonna start
Let
to
me-
my
let me
right.
scoot back.
If you could say whether it's dating advice, whether it's I say dating because there's a lot of people dating right now struggling. But not necessarily like how do you get someone, but like what would you do differently?
What would I do differently as far as dating goes? I wouldn't be doing something just to do it. If I don't feel like it's something I want to be doing or put myself on a timetable of, well, I may as well. I'm not doing nothing else. Or let me just see how this goes. I would say true and authentic to myself. If this does not feel right, why am I going to do this? And my thing is, I just feel like there's not a timetable. And if it's not, it's like I said, my good people, kindred, the family soul. If it's not that kind of love, I don't want it. So that's my thing. Just staying true to myself and not just trying shit just to try it.
Yeah.
What's trying? What you trying out there?
Oh, that was a long time ago. I've been going on 6 years now. So I don't know.
I think I'm in the same boat as you.
All right, so since you said that, I'm gonna let you pass the mic to Ann. But Jahira, what would you do differently? Like, be real about it. Don't be what do you call it? Politically correct. Like, what would you do differently?
Whatever. No,
I mean,
think
give her
the-
some more
the
wine. No,
biggest-
just kidding.
Don't know me.
But I do.
No. I think for me, what I would do differently is really listen to what the guy is not just saying, but his actions. What is he doing? Because a lot of situationships that I was in for a long time, and I just didn't pay attention to what was happening, what was really going on. So I dealt with things longer than I should have, when I should have cut it a long time ago. And that means that was years.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'm gonna come to you, Ann. What would you do?
What I would not have settled. And I think that you choose your mates based on what you think your worth is. And some people think too highly of themselves.
Sure.
So you have to, there's a balance. It's understanding what your worth is, but also not to the point where think you're too good.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like some people, they are like, I'll never settle. And I'm like, bitch, you need to settle.
Very true.
You should be happy with what you getting.
Right.
Really.
Tell the people.
Lord,
Yeah.
you got issues.
Yeah.
And I'm not talking about just appearance. I'm talking about
Just
mental
overall,
issues,
yeah.
jealousy issues, insecurity issues, possessive issues, controlling issues, just don't feel good about yourself type of issues.
Yeah.
But anyway, yeah. So I would not have settled for any of my exes. Like if they met me today, not one of them would
We'll be able to
not
get
choose
with you.
me. And it's
I
not
like
because I
that.
think I'm too good.
Right.
It's just they can't treat me the way I deserve to be treated.
Sure.
But I didn't see that at the time.
Yeah.
All my exes, I realized I was at a low point in my life, which is why I chose them.
I like that.
I
I like
love
that,
that.
Ann.
Yeah.
All right, Liz.
Hey, so if I would change anything, I would definitely have gotten a little bit more life experience before getting into a monogamous relationship and getting married and then
Sure.
starting a family.
Yeah.
I definitely would have lived a little bit more, because when you get into something really serious when you're in your mid-20s, you don't really
Yeah.
know yourself.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? I think women should get married after 30 and have kids after 35. That way you can kind of live a little and really enjoy your marriage.
Yeah.
You know, and kind of get to know yourself, because you go through I went through so many different phases of evolution. Like,
Right.
I'm a completely different person than I was 20 years ago.
Luckily, you're with the right person, because a
Right.
lot of times those changes don't make it.
Yeah.
You know.
And there were struggles.
Sure.
Because it's like, you know, you're not the same person I married
Yeah.
17 years ago. I'm like, bro, you don't want her.
Yeah.
Do you even want her?
Right.
Like, no.
Right. Would you
Like,
even
we
be
have to
attracted
learn
her?
to
Yeah.
grow with one another. And I
Sure.
think women naturally grow at a faster pace than men. I think that in most cases we're more mature than men our age. So we can, date up and it'll be okay. But I would definitely have taken my time and got a little bit more life experience.
Gotcha. G.
I thought she was gonna take it nasty.
See,
He
you
was
raising
ready. He
yourself
was
and I'm
ready.
on church
He
time.
was like, I'm ready.
Listen, I'm gonna just stay on my thought process. I wouldn't fuck the shit out of everybody at the
Okay.
beginning.
Okay.
Like if I go out on Saturday night, if I have sex, I'm trying to fuck the shit out of them.
Okay.
I didn't really care
What that
how they
did.
felt after, because I was honest before we fucked,
Right.
and I did what I said I was gonna do before the physical and after the physical. So I wouldn't have just fucked the shit out of them like that, because for me, I don't want to have bad sex.
Yeah.
There's no chance I'm gonna risk having bad sex.
Right.
So for us to have sex, I'm gonna do everything you said you like, because before we had some conversation, we had some
Right.
interaction before, and I'm just fuck the shit out of them. What I've learned is that sometimes people hold back, and I never understood why even have sex if you're gonna hold back anything. But now I understand kind of what they holding back. it ain't just necessarily the physical. It's that chemistry
that
part
chemistry
too.
and
Yeah.
I opened my chemistry up, and then I
Yeah.
opened up the dick, and it was
Yeah.
just let's go. And then, but the next day, I'm still where I was at before we had sex.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So for me, I didn't
That's
change
it,
because
yeah.
Right.
we bust several nuts together. I'm
Right.
fine. I didn't really understand.
He be trying to use key words. We bust several nuts together. Like, Chico,
Yeah,
ain't
he-
nobody asked you all that.
But the peoples is watching.
Right,
No, no, no.
right.
No, I mean, look, Dr.
I'm just
Master,
messing with
Dr.
him.
Master checked me. Remember, Dr. Master checked me about the
yeah,
oxytocin.
yeah.
So I really
Yeah.
wasn't paying attention to the fact that how
Yeah.
what it does to women
Yeah.
when they have multiple orgasms.
Absolutely.
Yes, 100%.
You know what I'm saying? So I didn't really
100%.
just what I thought that's what we supposed to be doing.
Now, as we
Well, it
close
is.
out-
Whether they can handle it or not is something different.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
so now I got to be stingy. I'm stingy.
Yeah,
now.
just be stingy.
You should be.
Yeah, that's energy
I mean,
that you exert
but I'm
as
stingy to
well.
myself because I know
Right.
like certain conversations I'm not gonna
Exactly.
get into.
Yeah.
But that energy hops on you as well.
Right. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So if we close out, I'll say when you're single, be single. Don't let people put obligations on you without your permission.
Yep.
Definitely live your 20s. I would say late 20s, be open to beginning to receive, like, okay, I'm looking for my companion.
Yeah.
So that you can date a little bit, late 20s.
I thought she was
And
gonna say be open to like other stuff. When
See,
she said be
it's
open,
too
I was
late.
like,
You blew it. Go to bed. Go back to bed. Go back to
but
bed.
I would say this. So when you were talking about, I never want to have bad sex.
yes.
I never wanted to have bad sex, so I didn't have a lot of sex. Right now, I'm not even paying him no mind because I'm saying something right now. But now when I did right. But I would, when I decided to have sex with someone, I would be my inner dominatrix. And not hold back.
Yes.
So that my sexual experience is just, it's
Yes.
memorable for
Hello.
us all.
Hello.
And so I
part.
never got to unleash the dragon.
You never got to unleash the dragon?
No, not to that capacity. Not the dominatrix. I ain't never done that.
Is that something you want to do?
Not now.
She's
Okay.
married now. Honey Bun is.
Yeah, not now.
He wear a mask. Honey Bun wears a mask.
First
at the
of all, he
crib.
would not be here for that. Okay, he would not be here for that at all.
I'm sorry, Honey Bun. Don't speak on me, bro.
He already know. He cracks up when my guy friends say honey bun. We know what honey bun would say,
Right.
whatever. But no, like I would just really unleash.
Yeah.
If I'm gonna do it,
Do it.
let's do it.
Yeah.
So if you gonna do it,
You got to
just
do it.
do it, okay? And not, like I ain't want to have no bad sex.
No.
Ugh.
Nobody
You know,
does.
But you can't always gauge that, but you can gauge a little something. But
Mm-hmm.
you can create your experience. And so if that's what you're going to do, make sure it's with someone with some good energy, right? But
Some good pipe.
but we bring the experience.
Did you
Since
say
you're
pipe?
single.
Go back to
Okay.
bed.
Wait, is that old?
All right, y'all. This is our
Might as well
4-year
just say cock at this
anniversary
point.
of the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B. I'm so excited. Make sure that you text 770-249-5992. Text the word GROW because you all know nobody ever pays to come to my celebration. It's all me because I appreciate the love. I appreciate everything. So this year, because it's at State Farm Arena, you got to be on that VIP list to get in free. So just letting you know. My people, my tribe still gets in free, but you got to be on that VIP list to get in. Everybody else, it's a fee. Okay. All right, you guys. I'm so excited that I'm in my 5th season. Thank you all for coming. Thank you all for being my rock, as I through these 4 years. Thank you, G, for understanding the assignment. Like, thank you for understanding me and what I needed, not that anyone else didn't. I'm just saying, just thank you so much for just being what I needed when it came to a co-host to be able to rock with me for 3 years now. Going into 3
You're very welcome, and thank you so much.
I appreciate
Thank
it.
you for having us.
All right.
Yay!
Thank you guys so much. You're listening to the Unbroken Experience with Syndy B on Power 108.9, the 4-year anniversary show. And I'll see you next week.
Hey.
Syndy B, shout it.